In a cheerful village filled with mango trees and colorful houses, lived an 8-year-old boy named Ravi. Ravi had a very unusual habit. On a shelf in his room sat a large glass jar. Inside were dozens of folded paper notes. Every note contained the name of someone who had hurt his feelings. A friend who forgot to share his tiffin. A cousin who forgot his birthday. A classmate who laughed at his drawing. Ravi called it the jar of wrongs. And he was very proud of it. Every evening after school, Ravi sat by the window while his grandmother prepared hot chai and snacks. Whenever someone upset him, he wrote it down. Then he folded the paper and dropped it into the jar. Day after day, week after week, the jar became fuller. But something strange was happening. The more notes Ravi collected, the less happy he felt. Soon Ravi noticed he was smiling less. He felt angry more often. Even when good things happened, he kept thinking about old hurts. His friends invited him to play. But Ravi often stayed alone. Without realizing it, he was carrying every painful memory wherever he went. One evening, Ravi's grandmother sat beside him. She gently picked up the jar. She looked at Ravi and smiled kindly. "My dear Ravi," she said, "have you ever noticed how much this jar has grown?" Ravi nodded proudly. Grandmother looked thoughtful. Then she said, "Tomorrow, I want you to do something for me." The next day, grandmother handed Ravi the jar. "Carry it everywhere for 10 minutes, she said. Ravi hugged the jar and began walking around the house. At first it seemed easy. But after a few minutes, his arms started aching. The jar felt heavier and heavier. Soon Ravi was tired and uncomfortable. Grandmother smiled gently. This is exactly what happens when we carry anger and grudges inside our hearts. Ravi sat quietly and opened the jar. He picked one note. It was about a friend who had refused to share tiffin. At first Ravi felt upset. Then he remembered something. That same friend had once helped him with homework. Ravi smiled. Perhaps his friend wasn't so bad after all. Slowly, he tore up the note. And suddenly, he felt a little lighter. Encouraged by the feeling, Ravi picked another note. And then another. Some were easy to forgive. Others were difficult. But with each note he removed, his heart felt lighter. He began remembering happy memories instead of painful ones. The jar slowly became emptier. And Ravi became happier. Finally, the jar was empty. Ravi held it up and smiled. Then he had a wonderful idea. Instead of filling it with hurts, he would fill it with gratitude. Whenever someone was kind to him, he wrote it down. A friend who shared tiffin. A teacher who encouraged him. A neighbor who helped him. Soon the jar was full again. But this time, it was full of happiness. From that day forward, Ravi still kept a jar in his room. But it no longer held anger. It held gratitude. And every time he looked at it, he remembered an important lesson. The strongest people are not those who never get hurt. The strongest people are those who choose to forgive and move forward. Because forgiveness does not change the past. But it can completely change your future. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us for more interesting content.